You know, I hate being a degrading person or a violent person. I just enjoy life, and I'm just here to help people the best way I can, and
But
I enjoy doing
getting back to the song, I like that second song better than I like the first one.
that. Okay.
So what was the second song about?
Hold it up.
Couldn't tell you either one, but I guess that one seemed more conventional to me. You know, but you would need drugs if you just listen to some of that, man. You could just.
No, you don't.
Cause I can tell you, the goth. What's the other little craziness? No, what's the other music? Where they be dancing all crazy. I told you I went to that club when I was in Orlando, and
the mosh.
No, it's kind of called mosh. What's the other music called? Rave. Yeah, I can see him. Okay. I can see him listening to that song.
Yeah,
raving.
I listen to a lot of progressive, deep house, trance music, and a lot of alternative music. A lot of electronica music. I listen to a lot of 80s, 90s music. I really don't listen to a lot of the stuff that's coming out today. I don't listen to the radio, period, unless I just have no choice but to. But
do you guys write these lyrics down when you're making the songs?
Write them down. Now some of them, sometimes like my brother, now he's a better freestyler than I am, and sometimes he just busts up in there. He just let it all flow. You know what I'm saying? But
just make it up as it go along.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
okay, I can do that. I can make it up as it go along.
But that's what all these people do.
But yeah, for the most part, we do write the lyrics though.
So if you could work with any artist that's in the industry right now, who would it be and why?
I'm gonna be straight up honest. Like, it's a number of them, dude. But if I had if I just had this one opportunity, this is the only opportunity, it would have to be Coldplay. I love Coldplay. Those are my dudes. They have inspired us so much. The things that they talk about and the words that they use and how they, put the words together, the melodies.
You know a Coldplay song?
I heard of them.
What's the hit? What's the Coldplay's hit?
They got Clocks. They got the Scientist. The new one that's out now.
Don't worry about it. I don't even know the old one, so it don't even matter what the new one is.
Yeah,
it's not on.
Paradise is the latest one that's out right now. It might be Charlie Brown. But them dudes are we got all of their albums.
So you are inspired by more of a white culture than a black.
No, I'm inspired by just real music. It don't matter who you are.
Yeah, music. Wait a minute. That's
Coldplay happens to be just that group.
But that's a synthesizer in the background, right? Of your music, right? That's not a band playing in the background of your music.
Yeah, it's not a band.
So don't you? Isn't a band more real than a music machine or whatever it's called?
Yes.
So do you want to play in front of a band or you want to keep playing the synthetic music?
We're doing what we're doing now until we can get a band. But even still, my brother, he's going to be making beats because that's what he does and that's what he do. And we're hoping to get to the point where, eventually we do get that band and they can basically, my brother in the band can,
okay.
choreograph something.
I don't know nothing. Now, and I've heard a lot of people talk about beats. Now, yours sound more like sound versus beat. Is beat and sound the same? Because it's not really something, a beat to me is something you can get on and ride.
Oh,
yours is more of a
sound,
than a beat.
Yeah.
Am I wrong? Bam, the specialist. I don't know nothing.
You're right. And that's what, like, me and my brother, we often have these conversations too, sometimes, like my brother, because he's constantly making beats, and a lot of it, he's trying to send out a message with the actual track itself, and it's more than just a beat. It's like you said, it's a sound. Or it's a message.
Yeah.
And we allow ourselves to allow the music itself to speak to us instead of just going there and be like, okay, let's put down something, let's write something, or let's just come up with a topic. We allow the track itself to speak to us, and we create the melodies from the track.
So he intentionally
everything is intentionally done. It's not by mistake or it's not by coincidence.
These weird kind of sounds. And manager, go ahead.
Would it be more easy to make, like, those sounds? Because it's like three different. A beat has probably like 7 or 8 different, but that sound is probably like you hear 3, you hear then you hear something. It's driving. Like I say, nothing wrong with it, but it's just his way of producing it.
They should when they copy the Twilight Zone sound.
Okay.
They should do that. They should what is it called when you sample the Twilight Zone?
Yeah. That would be good. That would be something different too. Hey, you never know until you try it though.
Yeah.
Twilight Zone.
We never sampled anything. Everything is like always been totally original.
But try that one to see how far you go with it. And they're like, wow. And that'll be something people can relate to, and like you might get through the door on that one. Real quick.
And we talk about that all the time. You know, people are more inclined to pay attention when they can identify with what you're doing, and then once they identify with you, then you flip it on them. Okay, now here comes some of this
then you
beautiful stuff.
Get in with that stuff, and then just bring your stuff right on in.
Yeah, and that's also what Miss Gloria's been teaching us too. So we've been focusing on promoting the beautiful track, and then everything else will come later.
We about to kick her off the stage. So I wanted to ask Miss Manager. Now you're married, correct?
Yes, I am.
So does your husband have a copy of the CD in his car?
No, he does not.
Why doesn't he?
He's a gospel singer.
He's a gospel singer?
Yeah.
Legitimate gospel singer?
He's working on that. Yes, he's working on.
You heard me.
1 to 10, what you rate him?
10.
But
you say working on it?
He just started.
Would you put that phone down? You only got a few more minutes. We trying to. We don't care if it's off or on. We only got a few more minutes left.
Okay.
But the reason why I said that, you did hear us say we have a gospel show this Saturday at the Underground Atlanta, and he was.
And I showed her that. I was like, this would be good for James.
Yeah, and we'd love to invite him.
Okay.
The worst thing that could happen is he get beat up. I mean, that's the worst thing that could happen to him. Because we have
on the whole armor.
He come down there in one of them dresses, boy. I would really just fall out. Bam's trying to find me what are you trying to find me?
Gown.
A robe. And a gown robe, man. Because I'm going to be emceeing this thing
That'll be cool.
Saturday at noon. I might even say a prayer or two. I've been working on my prayers. I ain't real good, but I'm getting better.
That's good.
But God hears all the prayers.
Yeah.
But I wanna pray like with them folks that know how to pray. You know what I mean? I can't do all that. And Bam made me aware that I'm still doing nursery rhyme prayers over the phone. God is good, God is great. So I gotta step it up a little bit.
Step it up.
It's like having a conversation. That's how I do it. Like, God just have a conversation.
Go on and have a conversation for us, so I know what your conversation is, and I'll steal your conversation and pass it on at the next breakfast.
But that's basically all it is, just having a conversation with
So
God.
You're a spiritual guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I told you, what I'm saying, extraterrestrial kingdom, the ancient ones, we're connected to God. We're just not out here, trying to be glorified and be evil and stuff like that. We want to, we're from God and we're of God. We're one with God.